Hello and welcome to part 12 in this look back at Resident Evil 0. At the end of this part there's going to be a little surprise I've sort of worked on. It sort of come to me when I was uploading some parts of this look back. So I just kind of thought it might be funny. I was trying to think how I could go about it, and I just sat there and it come to me what's at the end, and it's really just done for a bit of a joke, so I hope you will enjoy it. If not, I do apologise, and then my humour might not be everybody's humour, you know what I mean. I think everybody's got a different level of humour, so just need to take that into consideration really, and I hope you'll enjoy it. And this part's pretty much going to be me just moving stuff about and entering the new area. It's nothing really exciting. So I do apologise for that. That's the reason why I put that little surprise at the end, because I thought I was going to do it in the last video, but then I thought actually this part's going to be pretty boring, so I thought I'd put that at the end for you. The reason I've left this part in, even though it's really just me moving stuff around, is I thought it might, if you like this bit skipped and then you're in the next part, you'll be like, how did I get here? And you might be a bit confused. That's the only reason I've really left it in. I mean, I probably could have made it a bit shorter, like just summarised it a little bit maybe. But I just felt it was better to leave it in the way it is. Because all we just got to really do is move the grenade launcher and that into there. As I said in the last part, you won't be able to come back. Well, you will be able to come back to this area, but it's really hard to get to. It's a long way to drag a load of items, so it just seems easier to get them transferred into that room now, really. That's the only reason I've done it the way I have. Because that tower thing we were just in, well, it's an observatory I think, because there's a telescope in there, lowers down into the water, and it'll lend you up the part at the start where we found the black statue. When you got, there's like a ladder and you go up there, there's like a platform area up there, there's like a balcony area up there, and that's where it leads you, and there's all monkeys there. So I don't really want to be faffing about with them, because they are quite damaging, and they do, well, I always find they're easier to deal with a shotgun. I'm actually hoping to have this done by the end of the week, Resident Evil 0, because I've got 4 games left to do before October 2nd, because I really do want to get these all done before Resident Evil 6 is released. Though I probably, if I'm not done by the American release date, I will continue on to the European one, but I might have to continue like past that. I hope that's not the case, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I think the biggest problem is going to be Resident Evil 4, because it's about well, the last save I had was about 13 hours long, and now whether or not I was using special weapons on that, I don't know. But it shouldn't take me too long. What I think I might do though, is do longer parts, like half an hour, maybe more. Well, I don't want to do it too much more than half an hour actually. I might do what I'm doing with Resident Evil 5 with my friend at the minute, which is like doing it in chapters. So I might just do that. Because the first chapter, when I was recording last week, took me about an hour. I only come down here just to check there was anything we needed, to be honest, because I knew we needed the hookshot as well. So I thought I'd just come down here and check. But yeah, I'm hoping I think Code Veronica shouldn't be too bad. That's a game I haven't played since 2004 as well. But I pretty much remember a lot of that. The problem with this one is I hadn't played it since 2004, but I've only really played it through once, whereas Code Veronica I played through quite a few times. So I should be alright with it, I'm hoping. Resident Evil 5 I won't have a problem with, because I played it quite recently. Resident Evil 4 is about well, it was about 2007 or 2000, I can't remember, was it? I think it's 2010 actually, might be the last time I played it. Yeah, I think it was when my PlayStation 3 died, I played it just for something to do. So that shouldn't, well, it's just the length on that one's going to be the problem. So I might do that in chapters like I am with 5. I haven't decided with both of them yet. On my friend's channel it's in chapters, but I'm thinking of splitting up on my channel. I'm not really sure how we're going to play it, so I'm just going to see what happens with that. But Resident Evil 1 shouldn't be a problem. What I'm going to do is I'll commentate on Jill's story, but I won't commentate on Chris's story. Reason is really just to speed things up, and I feel more confident really on my... Well, I sort of... I've played Jill's story more than I have Chris's.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really, that's the only real reason behind that. There's nothing really too different. It's just different characters and different encounters, and there's a couple of different cutscenes. But pretty much it's pretty much the same thing. I was actually thinking about not commentating on 4, and I might not. Yeah, we'll see how things go with that, because I'm not too confident with 4. Well, I don't know actually, I say that. Right, that's now gone into the water, so we won't be able to get back to where we were just before, as I said earlier, in this part. All we've really got to do now is just go out and go into the next part. What I really wanted to do with this part, just unfortunate that my DVD disc, my DVD recording disc ran out of space. Well, it had like 2 minutes left on it, and there's a boss fight at the end. Well, it'll be in the next part now. I really wanted to get that in this part, but due to me being a bit not paying attention to what I was doing, I formatted the disc after recording it all. So I was going to mix the footage into this part, and yeah, I've got to do it again tomorrow now. So I should have that for you tomorrow, so I do apologise for that. This part I actually really love, how they've got the wind blowing on the grass and the plants. It's amazing for a game that's 10 years old. It doesn't look... Well, it's amazing how good it still looks. I know this is the Wii version, but it still looks amazing. And we need to put Rebecca there so Billy can enter this hallway. Because the door locks if no one's standing on the pressure pad. But when the boss fight occurs, weirdly enough, it opens up so Rebecca can go in there. Anyway, this is pretty much the end of this part. The next thing is, in part 6 I found a memo that was just some poetry, and it really made no sense. So I called it Resident Evil Poetry Corner, so I thought I'll have a joke and make up a Resident Evil poem. And here it is. I hope you do enjoy it.